Hello Year 9. This video is about bringing you a virtual gallery of some of the awesome photographs which you guys have been sending me of stuff that you've been up to during lockdown. There's also a bit of a sneaky look into what the tutors have been up to during lockdown. But you guys have sent me some fantastic artwork, projects, photography and cooking. Oh, the cooking. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be rooting in the fridge for something to eat. There's just some fantastic mouth-watering food that you guys have been making. And I've come to the conclusion that Samuel Ward literally has the most talented students, honestly, in Year 9. The stuff that you've been sending is brilliant, and I was having a really good time just putting this together. So we're going to start with a video which was made by 2 Year 9 students, Aidan and Tristan, for a charities project. It's such a good video. I wanted it to have pride of place in this presentation. So it's also about a really worthy cause, deforestation. So I'm just going to hand you over to Tristan and Aidan for their video.
Deforestation is a problem. The Amazon is burning and being cut down. This is the reason that me and Tristan picked Team Trees as our charity to stop deforestation. Hello everyone and welcome to the news at 10. Today we will be talking to Professor Dorado studying charities at Cambridge University. Our anchor James Jamesonson is with him now. Okay, is that a wrap? Nice. Wait. Actually, our anchor is not with him due to social distancing. We are interviewing him remotely. So first off, what do you think of my haircut?
What did you say?
Actually, don't worry. I'll just wear a hat. So, what went through your mind when you first saw that video talking about Team Trees?
I thought it was brilliant. For every £1 you donate, 1 tree is planted.
Wonderful. And do you know who's involved in this charity?
The people involved in this charity are Mr. Beast, Mark Rober, Jacksepticeye, Elon Musk and the CEO of Spotify.
Oh, I think I've heard of a few of those. And have they reached their goal yet?
They reached 20 million trees on December 26th, 2019, so yes, they have reached their goal.
That's incredible. So they've planted 20 million trees. Although Team Trees has reached their goal, they're still accepting donations and have actually planted 22 million trees now. So I think that's pretty good, to be honest.
Absolutely brilliant video. Well done, guys. Fantastic. So we're going to move on, first of all, to looking at some of the work that you guys have sent in. We're going to start with some German, or Deutsch. And apparently it is vitally important to include your cat in any German work submitted. I gather Mr. Bourne is insistent on this. So if you're taking German next year and you haven't got a cat, you may have to arrange to borrow one when you need to submit your assessments. And to show this point, we have 3 beautiful pieces of German work by Gabriella, Jasmine and Ryan, complete with cats. Also on the theme of animals, this is Lily's fantastic work on the RSPCA charity, beautifully presented. And another nicely put together pieces of work by Theo, Amelia and Bruna, fantastic, magnifique, as they would say in France. I imagine you guys will be fluent by the time you come back with all that vocabulary. And a really excellent piece of work by Daisy on natural disasters. Well done, Daisy. And another charity project, this one's by Lucy and it's about the Little Princess Trust. It's a really, really important charity that supports children and young people with cancer. And one of the things they do is to make wigs from hair that's donated. I know my daughter had her hair cut from being below her waist to up to her shoulders a couple of years ago, and they made her hair into a wig, which I like to think somebody's probably wearing now. It's a fantastic charity and a beautifully presented piece of work, Lucy, well done. And this is Daisy's version of Life in Lockdown to the tune of Summer of '69. And I know this song really well and she's matched the rhythm perfectly. Brilliant job, well done, Daisy. And also on the theme of music, Riley has been teaching herself to play the piano on GarageBand. Fantastic idea. And she says she's looking forward to being able to test her songs out for real on the keyboards when she gets back into school. Really, really good idea. Well done, Riley. So now we're going to have a look at some photography. Quite a lot of you have been out and about taking photographs, and you've taken some really arty shots like these two lovely photographs by Sophie. I also really love this atmospheric shot of the river and a close-up of the flower. And quite a few of you have sent me these gorgeous sunsets. This is another one by Sophie, really glowing sky, and we've had some brilliant sunsets over lockdown. Here's another one by Georgia, lovely pale pink sky. And Madeline's been experimenting with some close-up shots of nature. This is my favourite. I love this photograph of the toad. And you can just see every detail, really beautifully photographed. And another really atmospheric piece where she's used the CD to create a reflection. Very clever idea. So well done, Madeline. Lovely photographs. Olivia's also been out taking photos of the sunset. Gorgeous colours, especially this one on the right. Really beautiful sky. Fantastic. And now we're going to have a look at the food. So we've reached the cooking, and this is Abby's dish. Looks mouth-wateringly good. I'm really impressed by the fact that she's cooked everything from scratch, including the pastry. Looks like something you would see on MasterChef. Fantastic, Abby, well done. Another really lovely, very healthy looking dish by Amelia. Looks very tasty. And a smoothie to wash it down with by Brennan. Well done, Brennan. Sam's been cooking up a roast dinner. Glad to see some Yorkshire pudding on there. I think if my family were having it, there would have to be about 3 Yorkshire puddings on each plate. But it looks very, very healthy, Sam, and very tasty. And Sophie's made some creamy mash and meatballs with lashings of gravy, which looks very tasty comfort food. Isabel and Jacqueline have also been cooking some extravagant recipes. So if you weren't hungry before you watched this video, I imagine you're probably starting to feel hungry by now. Reggie's creating the classic dish, upside down pineapple cake, and that looks incredibly tasty. Well done, Reggie. And Olivia also in the kitchen as well as taking photographs, and she's created some noodles and some cakes. Those noodles look really, really tasty, and I'm very impressed by how healthy a lot of this food is. Lots of you cooking some really healthy dishes. Mr. North's getting in on the action as well. He's been making his own pasta. I think that's linguine by the looks of it. I have to say, I wish I'd thought of that when I was in Tesco's and there was literally no pasta whatsoever on the shelves. I probably didn't, because if I tried to make pasta, I think it would probably end up being a sticky, gooey mess. So well done to Mr. North, because it was not easy. And the brioche looks pretty tasty as well. Daisy's been making some delicious looking flapjacks, and I love that they're all so perfect and complete. They look gorgeous. I tend to make flapjacks that fall apart and you have to eat them with a spoon. So well done, Daisy, they look gorgeous. So now we're going to move on to some art, and I have been just so blown away by the talent from you guys in art. I've just seen some gorgeous pictures. This one's by Charlotte, fantastically cheerful sunflower. She's also been creating some pop art. I really love this picture. And a kind of impressionist style painting. Love the colours in this. Well done, Charlotte. This one's by Harvey. Fantastic picture. Absolutely love the moon in this picture. It's just brilliant. Really, really beautifully painted. And Harvey did this gorgeous sunset as well. Well done, Harvey. I love the colours in that. And it made me think of a painting that's kind of similar by a guy called Paul Evans. He's a very famous artist. I brought it up on my screen to look at next to Harvey's, and I thought they're really quite similar in terms of the composition and the style. Really, really gorgeous painting, Harvey. And you might be interested to know that Paul Evans' originals retail for about £2,000. So if you keep up that painting, I reckon there's a very successful future in there for Harvey with his artwork. Absolutely gorgeous. Some other really imaginative and creative pieces by Daisy, Madeline, Izzy, Ivy, Bruna and Cameron. Fantastic. Love those baseball boots. And these are some more pieces from their work by the same students. Fantastic, really lovely presentation of your work. I love these faces here, these look absolutely amazing. And then this creature, who I thought was a very interesting creature, and I thought whoever's created him or her has clearly got a very vivid imagination. Well done, guys. And this really kind of atmospheric, slightly sinister piece. I'd be quite interested to know what the story is behind this. But very, very atmospheric. Well done. And now we come to some portraiture. These are done by Eleanor. I absolutely love these. I think they're brilliant. The way she's managed to capture the skin tone. It's really difficult to paint portraits. So these are absolutely stunning. Well done, Eleanor. Fantastic. So we're now going to have a look at what your tutors have been doing during lockdown. Here's a very serene and composed picture of Miss Dorelli looking chilled while she prepares her excellent art tutorials. And here's Miss Burford. Miss Burford has been doing some wild swimming, and she has a very fetching swimming hat that she's got for this, and a nice hat for keeping off the sun as well. She's also been knitting a jumper, so she's been keeping busy. Miss Joyce, very creative, has created this absolutely gorgeous blanket. It's just amazing. And she's making me one now. She's made me very happy. Mr. Ford, as you can see, loves having his photograph taken. I don't know how many of you know this, but Mr. Ford is studying for a psychology degree in his own time, at home when he's not working. And he's been studying incredibly hard and getting fantastic results for his psychology. Apparently at the moment, he is evaluating the usefulness of non-intrusive, observational or interview-based approaches to studying attachment. Okay, sounds complex. And spending some time watching Netflix and Disney Plus as well. This is Miss Nichols' cat, who apparently has decided to do some less common cat activities and has been learning to play Uno and play games on Miss Nichols' phone. So a bit different from the usual cat activities. And this is Miss Bramall and Mr. Bourne's photographs. More traditional feline pastimes of sleeping on the sofa rather than playing board games. And Mr. Bourne and Miss Bramall have been busy growing their own vegetables, and Mr. Bourne is building what appears to be an incredibly complex Land Rover. Mr. Stiff, building on a larger scale, is building a kitchen. In these photos, it looks like it's got a little way to go yet, but it looks pretty impressive to me. And he's also sent me some pics of his house rabbit, who looks much happier to have their photograph taken than Miss Bramall's cat. Or Mr. Ford, for that matter. Mr. Thomas is cycling 20 miles a day at the moment, apparently, for Darwin House. Very, very determined to beat Brunel and Cavell. And Miss Cowlin has been busy knitting socks and playing with her little dog Bert, who's incredibly cute. And he looks as though he wants her to play ball rather than knit socks. Very sweet little dog. Mr. North has another role as a Morris dancer. Some of you may know this, some of you may not. And apparently on May the 1st, Morris dancers get up and dance at dawn. So they couldn't do this together this year, so they were all dancing remotely from home. And he's also up very early in the morning kayaking in Brinton. So he's been getting up early. And this is me. I've been doing lots of running, as you might guess, lots and lots of running. And I've also been revisiting an old hobby of riding horses, which has been quite good fun. And it's been very good fun, actually. And I've managed to stay on so far. I'm taking some photos of the lambs near our house. We've had lots of lambs being born near where I live. They're really, really cute. And this is my Charlie, my dog. He comes running with me a lot of the time. And in this photo, he's making the most of the sunny weather by swimming in the Stour River again. So most of the time he's very cute but smells slightly of pond, unfortunately. And I'm just going to finish off this video with Mr. North, clearly tired from getting up so early, and he's having a snooze in his hammock. I think if I lived in Mr. North's house, I would be busy getting a water pistol right now. So please keep sending in your photos. I've really enjoyed putting this together. I've just been blown away by the quality and the standard of, the work that you've been sending in. So if you didn't get yours in this time, I'll do another of these virtual galleries nearer the end of the term. So try and make sure you get something in next time. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and take care.